I thought first game and getting ready to go and getting it out the way a little bit and just kind of getting the season started was a good thing. I can't say enough how much I really like this team defensively, and so we're gonna find out how much I really like it defensively as we head to Iowa State and our next 6 games on the road. So we got to take this show on the road, but we're getting better. As I said before, I really like this group. Thought we shot the ball with more confidence today than we did in our other exhibition games, and that's only going to continue to get better. So just again, we did what we're supposed to do. Really excited about where we are defensively though, and especially with that first 6-7 group. But outside of that, the thing that's impressive to me is something that we haven't had here, and that's bench scoring. And so we've got a bench that can score, and so really happy about that. So questions?
Rob, to expand a little bit more on the defense, especially the guard. You got a lot of pressure from the backcourt.
Yeah, Kevin Ware, he's not, people don't understand what type of player he is. He's not what you call that big-time scorer. He changes the defense. He changes the program defensively, and then it becomes contagious. It's like when you have good shooters, everybody else thinks they can shoot it. I swore that I saw Ryan, Harrow, and RJ get in the stands. I haven't seen that ever, but that's what Kevin Ware brings. He makes other guys want to defend, and he just takes us to a completely another level that we can do so many different things. We're so active. And then you add a guy like Marcus Kreider, who's active, and so is TJ. Again, it just makes our defense so much better that I'm really excited about what that's going to turn out to be.
If you could talk about TJ just a little bit.
Yeah.
And he had, 11 field goals out of last year. And he had 5 tonight.
Yeah. Well, I said it before. I think sometimes you guys think I just talk a lot, and I really don't. But oh, okay. I said the light switch went off with him this summer. And again, every time I've said that about a kid, and you don't say it about every kid because sometimes in 4 years it doesn't go off. But the light switch went off with TJ this summer. I saw a completely different player, and he has been just gotten better and better. He's more relaxed. He looks like that kid that we recruited from Buford. I mean, he's a tough kid. He every loose ball 50-50 he thinks he should get. TJ has just been unbelievable, and I think you'll see. He may not put up these kind of numbers, but I think that he'll put up really good numbers throughout the year.
Can you talk about the upcoming road trip?
Yeah.
Just the logistics of it also, the expectations.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, but that's how we like it. We're throwing our guys right into the fire, 6 straight on the road, and let's see, where we are. And I think that helped us last year. I want to be better than 3-6 like we started off last year. But what that made us last year made us a great road team in conference play. And we think by the time we get to road play and conference play, we'll be pretty good because we go to some pretty good places and some exciting places to play. I know our kids are excited about playing Iowa State. Iowa State, in my opinion, I think it's a Final Four team. I think that they've got a chance to be in a Final Four. And what a great way for us to kind of see and judge where we are by going to play those guys on Monday night.
How important is this game to build you guys' resume this year for the NCAA tournament?
Yeah,
this is maybe the strongest game.
Yeah. We don't worry about that. We go out and play the next game. We hope that on March 15th that what we've done throughout the year will take care of itself. But we're not concerned about resume building and those things right now. We're just worried about getting better and peaking at the right time, playing great defense. That's our whole concern. One of the things that we don't ever want to put pressure on ourselves in a way that we start saying we got to win this type of game. You're going into an arena that 14,000 seats. I think they were 13 or 14-1 at home. They don't lose many games at home. But it's a great thing for us. We get a national television game. We get another opportunity in the short time I've been here to let people around the country know how good we are, and that's what we want to go do. And so we're looking forward to Monday. But we know that we play a very good basketball team. Bless you.
And it looks like whatever shooting tips you gave RJ the last game, you must not have gave him this game.
Yeah, I just, RJ's a hard guy to coach, and so, he's never listened to anything I said. And matter of fact, I tried to give him some shooting tips to shoot around today, and he walked away from me. He said, "Dad, I got this." And so, I guess he does. So he shot the ball well today, and so, but again, I'm more happy that I thought he played a great floor game. 8 assists again. What did he get? 4 rebounds. I just thought, again, he played a really good floor game. I'm not real happy about the assists, but I'm sorry, not the assists, but the turnovers. But I thought he played really, really well. He's handling the ball more. That's a different what people see about his game this year. We're going to put that ball in his hands a little bit more.
Ron, just wanted to talk to you a little
Sure.
bit more about your backcourt and having Ryan and Kevin. This is Kevin's obviously first year.
Yeah.
Ryan's been with you now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about those two sharing that backcourt?
You know, I don't know if when I first took this job that I would have a backcourt of really two guys who were almost, one's a McDonald's All-American, the other one was pretty close. I mean, those guys are really, really good players, you know, and so to have them in a backcourt together and playing is a blessing. And then, you know, you add this guy over here, you know, RJ, to the mix, and he's really, if one of those guys weren't here, RJ be, you know, the guard, so we run a three-guard offense. But those guys are special. I mean, you know, Ryan Harrow can score the ball at will. I mean, there aren't many guys that can stop him from scoring when he wants to go score that ball. And then you got a defensive specialist like Kevin who can also score, but he's kind of sacrificing his game to do some other things right now. So it is a blessing for us at Georgia State. And I'll say this again. I hope the people at Georgia State realize what they're watching because, you know, you don't get this very often when you get these type of special players. Not at mid-majors. You don't get that often.
Were you pleased with your big men, Washington? I mean, other than shots, Washington, Harrow?
Well, our fives are really Kurt and TJ, and I don't know since well, matter of fact, I do know. We've never had that type of production together because they don't play together, so you have to add their production together with Kurt and TJ because they never play together. And when you look, both guys were in double figures. I don't care if we were playing sisters or the poor. There are times that TJ and Kurt in the gym by themselves couldn't score double-figure points, and so that just shows you how much better they've gotten. And so I'm really excited to see, you know, what they got. Kurt's still coming along. You know, I think Kurt's going to take a while with the timing and things that he had off, but there's no pressure on him to do that because the way TJ's playing right now. And then a third center becomes Jordan Sessions. Right now, because of Jeff Thomas's situation, we're playing a lot of Jalen, and Jalen's kind of that stretch four that we recruited anyway, so he's kind of getting those minutes that Jeff would get.
When can we expect Jeff to suit up?
I don't know. If you want to really get me upset, I think that situation's awful. I think that what's happening with Jeff, and it's nothing that the kid did. There are a lot of things wrong with what's going on in athletics and college athletics, and I just, you can't get me going on that because I'm very upset about that. I think it's not fair to the kid, and so that's all I'm going to say to that. It's absolutely not fair to the kid.
So does that mean it's not going to be anytime soon?
I don't know. I mean, it's just, you know, when you're dealing with the NCAA and some of the things, and some of the things I heard today, I just shake my head about because, you know, you talk about a quality kid who's done everything right, who took the class and did what he's supposed to, and for him to not be playing right now because somebody, you know, now it's Friday and, so, you know, they don't work until Monday at 8 o'clock. I just think it's, don't get me going. I don't buy into that. I don't buy into it. There's just so much wrong with that situation. So much wrong.
Ron, you guys got out and ran a lot and
Yeah.
prevented them from running.
Yeah. Well, transition defense has been the number one thing that we've talked about from June the 5th, and we're going to continue to talk about it. We have to be a great transition defensive team. We're going to score the ball in transition. We do a great job of that. But if we don't do a great job Monday, it can get ugly. One of the great things that Hoiberg does with that team, but they get out and they really run. So we've got to do a great job defensively and transition. We feel like our defense is really good, and it's good enough that if we don't give easy baskets in transition, then we make you have to play against you know, one of the 7 defenses that you're going to see in the half court.
Just going back to those 2 games last year, the Vanderbilt games, specifically in the Alabama game, what did y'all learn from those 2 games that you applied to the rest of the year and that you can apply to going to another Power 5 conference like Iowa State?
Well, last year, again, you know, the chemistry was a big thing for us. You know, we had guys playing out of position. We weren't quite ready to play those type of teams at that particular time because, again, we didn't know who the point guard was. Kurt didn't quite know the system in that regard. We had no bench. And when you go to play a Power 5 team, you gotta make sure you got everything lined up. I think we're more equipped to be able to do that. But I will say this, and I feel strongly with this. Iowa State is the best team that we've played since I've been the head coach at Georgia State. And so with that said, we're really looking forward because I think that's going to really tell us where we are in this program and with this team.
Better than Washington?
Much better. This is a really, really good team. And I'm not just saying that because we're playing them, but this is a Final Four team. I mean, their guards are really, really good. They're talented. They're extremely, extremely well coached. And our guys are going to get a treat playing in one of the toughest places in the country to play. You know, those 14,000, 15,000 people in that place, boy, they really, really get loud.
Seems like you found your shooting stroke tonight.
Yeah. I listened to my mom this time. So it usually works out better for me.
They were playing you awful tight at first, and then they kind of started to tire a little bit, and you started to find some space.
Yeah, that's pretty much every game. And that's what I talked about last week, just letting the flow of the game come to me. And I thought I did it a little longer than I should today, but I thought, again, it paid off at the end.
Can you talk about the upcoming road trip?
I'm excited. You know, if you know me, I love road games. It's my favorite part of college basketball. So a lot of venues. Can't wait to play at Iowa State. I know he obviously thinks it's the toughest place to play. So gonna have my guys ready though. We're ready to play.
Have y'all watched film of them yet?
No. We usually take it one game at a time. We've done a little bit of their scout report, but a lot of this week is focused on Tennessee Temple.
RJ, could you talk about having Kevin in that backcourt with you and Ryan?
I love playing with Kevin. I always talk about he's one of my favorite teammates just to play with. He's so unselfish, just gets after it on every minute of the game. Doesn't mind not shooting the ball, loves sharing the ball. It's just, you know, he could tell he's been well coached throughout his career.
Talk about how the bench helps the starters this year.
Well, I think TJ is really helping Kurt the way he's playing because he's giving Kurt a lot of rest, and Kurt's not really conditioned yet because he's, you know, it's his third week back. So TJ's playing an all-time high, man, and he's got his confidence up. And if him and Kurt play like that, I don't know, you know, how many games they're gonna lose.
RJ, how about that crowd tonight? Obviously, you guys felt it there after that long run. You know, it seemed like you guys really were feeding off that crowd and that energy. Can you talk about how you guys felt in front of the home folks tonight?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I remember the crowds when I first got here, and it's not the crowd that was out there tonight. So a lot of energy. They were loud. You know, it's Tennessee Temple. You know, no disrespect to them, but they're there cheering like we're playing Iowa State. And you know, that's big time for us, and we really enjoy playing in front of them. And we really appreciate them coming out.
Was it your footwork? You thought your footwork was off. Was that what?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I fixed that. It took me actually after shoot-around today to realize I was worried about everything else but my feet. So I got here earlier and kind of took a lot of shots, and it felt good after I got my footwork right. So just kind of worried about the wrong things, upper body, and fix my lower body, and it helped.
Okay.
Any other questions for RJ?
Yeah, it seemed like the only one on this show was free throws.
I was going to ask you about that.
I'm glad you kept quiet. Thanks for keeping quiet, though. I appreciate it.
I was helping you out, RJ. Don't let it go.
It's all good.
Was that coaches teaching again?
Sure. Yeah, nah, man, I don't know, man. I just kind of got in my own head, so that'll never happen again. I'm kind of mad about that still. So, you know, I'll be in here tomorrow shooting 1,000 free throws, but. Yeah, I've never missed 2 out of 3 in my whole life, so for that to happen today is a little annoying, but I'm back to it.